Next presentation, we have Joel Martin from Brightbox and Holden Bigler-Johnson from Me2. And they're going to be presenting on sponsorship ideas that ignite engagement and revenue. So please join us in the Central Hub.
I'm going to turn it over to Joel here. He's going to ask a couple of polling questions at the end, but it is also a Q&A board as well. So if you have burning questions about sponsorship for Joel while he's talking, please go ahead and enter those.
I'm Joel Martin. I work with Brightbox as the Vice President of Brands and Experiential. Been doing this for about 3 years now, and I'm also a board member of the International Technology Rental Association. If you guys are looking for technology, I only have about 8 minutes. Talk to me after I get off stage. I'd like to talk to you about what your technology rental needs are, and you're welcome to join the ITRA. I know it was not the main part of my speech, but I just went to Offline Summit in New York about 2 weeks ago. Is the expansion of RFID NFC tags. There's a lot of companies out there doing this. Eventfarm.com, I don't know if you've seen it. There's also CrowdSync, very affordable to get everybody to have an RFID badge in this room that starts changing color when somebody's speaking. So I can just turn it green right now. Everybody in the room would know that Joel's on stage. They range in price anywhere from $1 to $5, depending on the company you're going to. A ton of companies getting into this scene right now, and I think it's affordable. I think it's a sponsorship that people remember because they're going to go home with a little wristband that's glowing and changing color. Another great experience is Get Fast Bar. Get Fast Bar is RFID cashless bars, so you don't have a line of people waiting at the bars. Very affordable. You're paying per badge or by wristband. It's something that I think this industry really needs to adapt. We're always talking about apps and software. Let's talk about real things that you can touch, right? That's something you can touch. You can go to the bar, you can touch it, you can get your beer, not wait in line. It's a great experience. The best experience I had this year was South by Southwest Interactive was Mr. Robot. I was going to play the video for you, but I can send you the link after the show. Let's put it this way. They had a Ferris wheel, they invested a ton of money in recreating the scene from the show. It was completely immersive. It was 10 times better than the Game of Thrones to that, because if you felt like you were in the USA TV show, Mr. Robot, they built a 100-foot Ferris wheel. I can't even get over what a great experiential event that was. But that might be out of the budget of what we're trying to do here. So let me talk about small experiences. The best small experience I saw this year, which can't be sponsored, and just to give you some ideas to think out of the box, was the flavor berries. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. It's a viral video. There's a lot of videos out there. Very inexpensive. You can go on Amazon right now, buy yourself a box of like 20 flavor berries. And basically it changes the way your mouth tastes flavors. So sweet becomes sour, sour becomes sweet. It's perfectly safe. By the way, this was developed for cancer patients that didn't want to take their medicine. And if you do a taste testing where you have like sour cream, and all of a sudden sour cream is like super sweet, and you do some vinegar chips, and the vinegar chips are super sweet, and something that's supposed to be sour, it completely flips everything. And you'll have a line of people waiting for that sponsor to try something like this. So think outside the box. Something really inexpensive can be very memorable, just as memorable as that South by Southwest $200,000 activation for data in the future. It's probably how you're going to prove ROI at events. You're going to put that data into Zoho, you're going to put it into Salesforce, you're going to put it into whatever sales system, not QuickBooks, but something else. And you're going to track where the conversion was. I met with 400 people. Those 400 people, I had 100 good leads. We passed it on to the salespeople. And where did they see us? They saw us at this show. And then you're going to be tracking that person over and over and over again at different shows. I see a lot of the same people at a lot of shows. Some of them I remember. They're very memorable. And it's not just that. I can go later, download the data from the band or the RFID badge or whatever scanner we use, and see how many times I met with that person throughout the year. How many times did we interact with them? Did they finally close? Because if we're not closing, then maybe we should invite them to the next party. I mean, they keep coming to the party and they don't eat the food. What's the point, right? I mean, at some point they gotta buy. I will say I'm really impressed with Token, one of the sponsors of the show. I thought this was really fun because it could be a memorable experience. You're basically having to interact and touch with somebody. So I had seen them about 3 years ago at EventTech in Vegas, and I did not actually have the experience of walking around the show to try it out. So this is just, I put it right up there with a Event Farm or get FastFar badged, you have to scan for content, because people are content. You're having an experience when you're having to touch with something like this. So if you can find a sponsor for the Pokin, this is really, really cool. What else can I tell you guys? Yeah, we're not in the world where you can say, I think it was a good show, please give me $10,000 for another trade show booth or for another conference. I think we live in the world of, guys, this is what we spent, this is how many people we scanned or we met with, this is how many people we closed, and a lot of that's going to be what you sold as a sponsorship, whether it's a Twitter wall, which now you can get a Twitter wall for free. You don't have to spend money on a Twitter wall. There's a lot of software companies that can make any TV into a Twitter wall. So the technology is constantly changing. There's even 3D exhibit planning tools online that you can do for free that you don't have to get a sponsor for. There's a lot of cool technology. Feel free to hit me up after this. It's Martin at brightboxcharge.com, and let's do this survey with me too. One of our happy sponsors here. And I think I have the questions they're going to send you anyways, but there you go. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys of what's worked for you, what has increased or decreased, and what other opportunities or data points that your sponsors wanted after a show. Because I really doubt that anybody came to you and said, how many people looked at my banner? Nobody probably knows how many people looked at the banner. How many people looked at my bag? You don't know. But I can tell you that at VidCon this year, we had 10,100 people, I believe, look at the videos on the Brightbox. We had 4,100 people charge their phones. We had 393 iBeacon interactions, and we collected 800 emails on the Brightboxes. That's the data that Panasonic got for their $100,000. So if you got to go back to your sponsor after they did an event and sell them the event for next year, you want to make sure you have data, and that's what we sell. So if you want to get some great sponsorship opportunities, it's not just what I do, but what other guys in the room do, you need data. That's my only stress for the show. I hope you have a great week, and hit me up. I'll be standing over there if you have some questions. I dropped it.